fellow gardeners. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. Welcome to another episode on A to Z Home and Garden with your Kalyan. Um, if you're liking my videos, please do subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get notifications in a timely manner. Uh, Without further ado, let's go to today's topic. In today's topic, I'm going to show you how to prune and stake your tomato plants. My tomatoes have gotten so large, determinant ones. I've got the early girl bush, and I've got the early girl non-determinant variety. So that those are interfering with the companion planting that I did. And not only that, these if you do not manage them properly or train them properly on it on or stake them properly, what happens is they go out of control. It will not allow air circulation and encourage diseases and all kinds of pests and fungal problems and not on everything. So anytime the water stays on the leaves for more than 24 hours, that's when you get fungal issues. And if there's proper air circulation, that won't happen. And even in a pest situation, you will, if you train them and prune them and cut off all the suckers and stuff, you will be in a better position to manage that pest situation. And not only that, uh, if you do not cut off some of the suckers, the plant grows wild, it goes too wide. And some people do cut suckers, some people don't. If they want the plant to be more bushy, what they do is they cut the heads off and let the suckers come out. And you could do it either ways. I mean, it's up to you. And in between, I have some companion plants that are absolutely not getting any sun because they have become so heavy with the wide big leaves and stuff, and it's dropping. I mean, they're dropping onto the ground. So I need to stake them, and let's see how we are going to manage our tomato plants. This has been here for almost 9 years. It is rock solid, and what I did is I've run some galvanized wires across. So these I'm going to stake my all my tomatoes to this side, and all the other tomatoes to the other side. And mostly I have peppers on the other side, so they're going to grow only one and a half foot. So now what I'm staking them, what I'm using to tie this is soft yarn like this, because this won't cut into the plant and won't damage your plant. If it's very thin, what happens is it's going to cut into the plant and encourage the disease. So what I what I did is, here I have tied this yarn to this the main stem here, and all I'm going to do is pull it to the other side and tie it to this wire here. I mean, what this does is, it's going to put some pressure on here, and but nothing to worry, because it has the roots are so strong right now. It will withstand that a little pressure. And also when the wind comes, it's not going to heavily move the plant. So that is also one advantage of staking it this way. And mostly, people use tomato cages, but I don't use tomato cages. I just take it this way, and this method has always worked for me. And I've been doing this for a long time. So all I do is just put a couple of knots here, and that is going to take care of that. And yeah, I could have done it a little harder, because it's still blocking that area, but it's okay. And I'm going to do the same for this plant here as well. See how this plant is tending to fall onto the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of um, my yarn here. That's all I need. I'm going to take a piece of yarn, and I'm gonna I'm gonna stake it to this rope here. So all I have to do is find the main stem and pull it as much as I can to the other side, on this side, and just tie it. That's it. And also make sure the leaves are not stuck and it's not getting crowded. Okay, make sure if you feel it's getting too crowded, it's okay to cut off a few leaves. Um, and tomatoes do well that way. And after once yet it has grown further, what I'm going to do is I have to put another rope here, and I'm going to stake and go up. So once it gets to this level, I think I'm going to trim it so it continues to throw some shoots on the bottom. So that's how you stake your tomatoes. Uh, and if you see, this tomato here is a Roma tomato. This is the first time I planted this, and this is growing I mean, out of control. Right now, it has so many shoots from the bottom, so I have to make a decision to cut off some of the shoots, and because if I mean it's getting too crowded here. Oh yeah, it's also starting to set fruit, which is good. So I'm going to make a decision on on which leaves to cut and which suckers to cut off, because I don't want it too bushy like this. Um, and Yeah, I'll do that shortly. So how do you prune your tomatoes after staking? So look at this plant here, and this leaf is actually touching the ground. And if you see this sucker, I've already let it grow, and uh, if I mean the best thing would be to take and cut off this leaf because it's touching the ground anyways. Okay, so the plant now gets enough air. Okay, now if you see there is this sucker, I'm going to let it grow. Okay, and I'm going to take it to this wire here, the cross wire that I have. And if you see there's another sucker here, I have to make a decision. There's another small sucker here, if you see this one. Okay, I'm going to let this leaf uh, be, and I'm going to just pinch off the sucker here. And same with this, I want the tree to grow a little taller. And I'm going to take, I mean this suck actually, you know what, oh yeah, I'm going to just snip off this sucker right here. Okay, and if you see there's another sucker here. Okay, and the leaf below that sucker is, I took it off. So these are indeterminate early girl tomato, so these tend to grow taller. So um, if you are pruning a determinate variety, I'm going to show that to you later. You have to be a little careful because determinate varieties don't go taller, and they tend to put out too many shoots. And be careful while cutting them, because they don't tend to grow taller. You got to be very careful while cutting those suckers. So that's all the pruning that I'm going to do for this tree. I mean, if you see, I took off one uh, here, one here, the bottom leaves, and now there's enough room for air to flow, and I have enough place to stake this. So going up, and if I come to this plant here, so this plant here, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. So this uh, this leaf here is pulling the plant down, but at the same node, if you see, there's a sucker here. So I'm going to take the sucker and the leaf off. Okay, both of them, because if you observe closely, here I have I mean one branch here and another branching off here. So I have two branches, which this is a sucker, right? So I will let this sucker be, because I'll let this branch into two. and take off the bottom leaf. And but for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the sucker and the leaf, because the leaf is pulling is um, wait a minute. Yeah, I have enough plant here. See how this leaf is touching down, and this is a sucker, and I'm going to let this sucker be, because it's not interfering with this side of the plant. It's going in a different direction. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this uh, leaf here, and since you have taken off the leaf, the plant should send its energy elsewhere, right? So it's going to send it to that sucker. So that's why, I mean, if you see a sucker and a leaf, make a decision about if you're going to take off the leaf or the sucker. um, and do it only for indeterminate varieties. And for determinate varieties, like I said, I mean, it should be done a little differently. I'll show you that in a bit. So in this, for this also, I'm going to take off the leaf here, because it's pulling, I mean, it's touching the ground. So here, and don't prune more than 30% of your plant, otherwise it will stun the plant, and it will affect the whole health of the whole plant. So don't do that. Just make sure you get enough, I mean, there's enough airflow, I mean, enough space here for airflow, and no leaf is touching the ground. Okay. And if so, because this is touching, I'm going to trim off only half of the leaf. I'm going to leave this. So yeah, make your best decision. uh, and look at, see, now I have a sucker here, I have one branching out here, and a one branching out that way. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut off this sucker here. I want the plant to grow upwards. And if you see, I mean, there's another sucker by this leaf, and here, the little one. So this too I'm going to snap off. Okay. And now, so main branches, all I have is one growing this way, which I'm going to stake it this way. One is growing this way. So one is growing this way, and one is growing, oh no, this is not, and one is growing this way. So I have enough branches, and they're all going in different directions. So now I'm done with the pruning this. So that is how you prune. And if you come to the next plant here, uh, if you come to this tomato plant here, I have a sucker starting at the base of the plant. Okay, that needs to go. I don't want anything near the base. Okay, that needs to go. Anything that is pulling the tree down, I mean, sorry, the plant down, that needs to go. This is also, oh yeah, now here you go again. This is a sucker, right? And which is going growing upwards, and this leaf is actually pulling, I mean, it's touching the ground. So this needs to go. And now I, you know what, because see, there is a leaf here, a sucker here, and I need to make a decision now. I'm going to take off, because that leaf is touching the ground. I'm going to take off that leaf and the sucker as well. I don't want the sucker on that side. So yeah, this sucker I'm going to leave, let be. It's going to grow this way, so I'm going to stake it this way. And yeah, that's about the pruning that I'm going to do for this plant. So that is how you make a decision on how to prune your tomatoes. Thank you all for your support, and if you're liking my videos, please do uh, subscribe, like, and share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get notifications in a timely manner. Thank you all once again. Bye.